What's going on, guys? We're back here with another episode. Here with my guy Michael. Man, how's it going?
Good, Chris. How's it going, man? Another week, baby.
Another week, just after the holiday, ready to jump back into things after a few weeks off.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Let's
Took
get it.
the holiday. Um, I think you were also on vacation, right? You were also on vacation, so we haven't recorded in like about 2 weeks, but we're back.
Yeah, we're back, man. It's been crazy, but we'll get back on track right now. That
That's
means
right.
there'll be a lot of content today to get into. Nice little heavy show, so I'm ready to jump in.
Let's do it.
All right, so as you guys know, the past few weeks have been very NFL heavy, football heavy. So we're finally going to bring in some basketball, some hoops into the talk. So let's open it up. We're going to go with the Bay Area team, the Warriors, man. So they started this season with NBA's best record. They're I think it's in 18-2 right now.
18
Um,
2.
just real quick, do you think that they can sustain the success that they've had this far?
After watching their games, man, there's been a couple games where they've been down double digits, and I'm like, oh, they can't claw out of this. They're not the team from 2017, 2016. They're not that team. But best believe, man, like they put their big boy pants on in the third quarter, third and fourth, and that's when they've been taking over. And I think it was against, I forget who it was against. I mean, they were down double digit against the Hawks,
Yeah.
and I think they were also down double digits against. Let me see here.
They were against the Sixers before Thanksgiving.
Yes, against the Sixers. That one
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a loss.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Sixers gonna pull this one out, but no, they came back, they won it. Um, do I believe in the Warriors right now? Just based on what I'm seeing, I'm seeing the whole team is healthy. I haven't seen like any early injury scares. They're playing pretty good, man. They got the chemistry that what everybody talks about. The chemistry's there. They're still playing without Klay Thompson and Wiseman. Curry looks like he's just going nuclear every game.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he has a little chip on his shoulder. Um, a quarter, yeah, about a quarter into the season, 20 games, 21 games, they're, 18-2. It's easier said than done. So I like what I see from the Warriors. It's going to be a tough test, though, this week.
Right.
Coming out, we'll talk about the other teams in a little, but I like what I see, man. I like the rotation. I like the ball movement. Everybody looks like they just want to play ball. Everybody looks like they're in it, and I'm like, wow, dude, like they're getting the maximum out of like Bielitsa, out of Otto Porter Jr.
Right.
Don't forget he was a meme a couple years ago with Shaq. He was auto porting his way out of here.
Yeah.
They're getting Otto Porter Jr. who can shoot and rebound, which is something the Warriors lacked in the last couple of seasons. So, I really like Gary Payton the second. Like he's bringing some huge intensity. I was casting off Curry's brother-in-law not that long ago.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and Lee, and he came out looking good in the off the bench. I really like what I'm seeing from Jordan Poole. I mean, I can just go on and on. Draymond Green's having a defensive player of the year type of season. He's looking good, man. I mean, Curry. I can go on about talking about Curry, but we already know what he does and brings to the table. But I like what they see, man. Tough test coming up, but if they can get through this stretch, I mean, it's gonna be tough to slow them down.
Right.
What are you seeing? As a Laker fan, what are you seeing on this from the Warriors?
I'll definitely tell you it hurts, man. It definitely hurts as a Laker fan. But yeah, I think you summed it up pretty good. I think they can definitely sustain the success they've had this far. As you said, for me, it obviously starts with Steph. He's playing, MVP basketball right now.
Right.
And as a whole, like you said, the team is playing winning basketball.
Mm-hmm.
They're averaging each win by like 13 points or more. They're beating every opponent by like 13 points at least.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they said the next closest was Utah with like 9 points. So, Utah has been consistent in the Western Conference for some few years now.
Right.
But that just shows you how good the Warriors are playing as a team right now. One of the biggest factors in their success is Steph, like we both mentioned. I was listening to one of the interviews, the sit-down interviews he had, and he said that he was really reflecting like before the season started, because they were, the injury year they went like 15-50, and then something like that, something like that, and then they had the other years where they were just not too good either. And he said that he was really thinking, like listening to the media, like they were writing off the Warriors, saying the dynasty was over, and he was like, we got a lot in the tank left. Like
Right.
there's still a lot of basketball left to be played for Warriors. And so he sat down with Draymond and kind of, like projected that. And then they spoke to the team, and the team was like, all right, let's get it going. And you can see, bro, like you said, the Poole, Bielitsa, Otto Porter Jr. Otto Porter Jr. has been like probably the steal of free agency, bro.
Oh God, did not
So,
see that coming from Otto. Don't forget Iggy's back. They got some
right,
vets.
right.
You know, just like you said, the mixture of veterans with these young cats, like they're all rolling. It looks like they're all having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Toscano Anderson playing really good basketball. Toscano Anderson,
Yeah.
playing good basketball. And even the rookies, Kaminga and Moody, like they come off. They look. I really like Kaminga. What I see from Kaminga, bro, is like, damn, this guy's like athletic, big, and he can move for a big guy. So man, Warriors? I mean, they're looking like a juggernaut right now. I don't think anybody can stop them at the moment. I mean, we'll see with the team coming up.
Kaminga, bro, I always see him and I'm like, damn, he's pretty good. But and to think they were trying to give him the nickname the Cum Bucket, bro.
Oh yeah.
That always gets me every time. But yeah, he's looking solid, bro. Wiseman is going to get back into the mix. Kevon Looney's had some good moments, and the sleeping monster right now, bro, Clay.
Oh, he's waiting. He's just waiting to be awakened.
Do you think now? Because I know one of the a big thing they're talking about in the media, especially last week, they were saying that. Do you think Clay will ruin the success that they're having right now?
I don't think so. Good question. I don't think so. I think he's gonna come back. He's a starter.
Right.
He's a starter. I mean, I like what I see from Jordan Poole, but if Jordan Poole can, like, if he's not if his ego, which I don't think it is, it's like, hey, Clay's coming back. I know Clay is a starter.
Right.
If he's like, you know what, but I'm gonna own the second unit. If he has that mentality, like, hey, Clay's coming back, I know, but if I'm Jordan Poole, what am I thinking? I'm like, okay, I'm starting right now and I'm killing it. I'm averaging almost 30 points a game. I'm killing it. Any other one can be like, you know what? I don't want to lose my starting spot.
Exactly.
So, you start building some type of turmoil on the. But if I'm Jordan Poole, I'm like, hey, I'm probably gonna be with the Warriors for a while. Steph and Clay are eventually gonna have to. They're gonna retire eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be that next guy. So already getting the first team reps. Clay's coming back. He's like, okay, I can take a sit back and come off the bench. 6 man.
Right.
If he can take on that role, which I'm pretty sure he will, because those guys need rest. Clay and Steph, they're gonna need their rest, and they need somebody who can shoot. So I don't think he'll ruin the success. I think maybe Wiseman might ruin the success, not Clay. Maybe
So?
Wiseman. I think Wiseman. Yeah, I just feel like Looney's doing good. Porter's doing good. Bielitsa's doing good. Those are like not big men, but they work as big men. Draymond's doing good. I don't know if they're gonna try to force Wiseman in there, and maybe that can ruin the chemistry. But that's worst case scenario for the Warriors. I think they're both gonna come in, and they have to mesh though. They have to mesh, into the rotation. Like, you know what I mean? It's not just like, okay, they're back. Boom, yank Looney, yank Jordan Poole.
Right.
It depends on the game also. I think, but I like what I see from the Warriors. And I think they're the only team to score over 100 points in every game.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm on the same page. Maybe Wiseman. I really honestly didn't even think of Wiseman. Mixing it up and kind of throwing him off. But it's a possibility. I think that he will most likely come off the bench to see how things go.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Clay. Clay's going to be limited minutes, probably be on a sort of like pitch count. But I think the biggest thing that people are forgetting about is the reason why Clay won't mess things up is because he's not a Curry who needs to be bringing the ball down the floor, dribbling the ball, taking on defenders. He's a defense and he's a catch and shoot guy. He comes off screens, catch and shoot. So I don't think he's going to, that only – the thing about it, they're doubling Steph right now. There's going to be an open guy. If they triple team him sometimes as he's going to the paint, and think about that open guy's going to be Klay Thompson, bro.
Yeah. So it's going to change the scheme of all the other team defenses.
And like you said, you got Jordan Poole, scoring 20, 30 points against starters. Think how big he can be for you off the bench scoring that.
Huge. And like I mentioned, as long as his ego is not like, oh, I'm a starter. Nah, dude, like, you guys are already off to an 18-2 start,
Right.
Given that you keep on winning, right, without Clay, and then you incorporate Clay and you're still winning. Now it's like, hey, let's just keep the winning momentum going. You win a chip. If, like I mentioned earlier, bro, if I'm Jordan Poole, I'm like, you know what? Yes, this guy is. These two are the best backcourt in history, right?
Hmm.
They're pretty much the faces of the franchise. It's gonna like, my turn will come, and he will emerge into that player. But yeah, man, I mean I like what I see. My other question about Clay is, do you see him before Christmas, or do you wait until maybe possibly January or the end of December?
I think if I'm the Warriors, eager to get him out there for sure. He's eager to get out there. As you saw, he was sitting on the bench for 45 minutes the other night, just thinking in his thoughts. But a good sign is that he's up. Him and not Kaminga. Him and Wiseman are up
Mm-hmm.
with the Santa Cruz Warriors. So I think if he can really ease back into things and not kind of rush it back, I'll give him maybe a few games like during Christmas week how they anticipated, but on a minute restriction, and once it gets January ramping up for that playoff run, I think that's what I would do. I don't think I would throw him in full force during Christmas week.
No, definitely not. What did you think about that picture with Clay with the towel over his head by himself on the bench when he posted that?
I mean, I think it's definitely probably a good thing and a bad thing. I think a good thing from like a Warriors fan or like a basketball standpoint, because like he's just eager. He's so close, and
Mm-hmm.
basketball is his life. Um, but it also could be kind of a bad thing, like in terms of like we don't know what he's dealing with like mental health wise.
Mm-hmm.
There's guys like him. You have Curry, you have LeBron, who are basketball is everything for them, but they also have their family, their kids,
Right.
wives, and everything that they go home to. You got guys like KD and Clay, where I mean they don't have nothing. Like Clay has his dog Rocco, but other
Mm-hmm.
than that, he's at home, by himself. It's just in his thoughts, like thinking, man, I missed 2 years. I'm sure he's hearing, the noise. Like, is Clay going to be the same after two brutal injuries? I'm sure there's a lot of pressure on him. So, I mean, I think it could be a good and a bad thing. Hopefully,
That's
he
tough.
can handle it well, and hopefully the mental stress is not getting to him.
That's a good point, man. I didn't see it that way. Man, we'll see. We'll see what happens with the Warriors, man. I mean, so far they're steamrolling. Like even like we mentioned, when they're down, when they're down big, you kind of think they're out, but they're essentially never out of the game.
Right. Yeah. It's gonna be a big week for them going forward. They got the Suns twice this week, um, one at home, one away. So it's gonna be interesting. I think I will say though that advantage to the Warriors. They every year they've started off this hot with a record like this, they've made it to the finals.
So speaking of the Suns, what do you think about the Suns? Who do you think needs this win more?
I think the Suns definitely need it more
Yeah.
because the Suns have all the pressure on them with this 16 game win streak right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's say they lose come Tuesday night, you're gonna hear, "Oh yeah, it was a fluke. They just, they weren't playing good team. The Warriors are back and all this stuff." So, and I think that could kind of ruin the team's morale and make them even go on a little bit of a slump.
You
And
think
then they're
so?
and then they're gonna even have even more pressure on them come Friday night when they're playing again. So I think the Suns definitely need it more. I think the Warriors drop, they could easily bounce back.
Yeah. So I mean, I could see it both ways too. I can see it how it could be more on the Warriors, like, hey, oh, see now you played a real good team and you
Yeah.
lose, right? As for the Suns, it's like, hey, I can see it, right? The Suns need this more because like, hey, we were in the finals. It wasn't a fluke last year. We're here. We're beating elite teams. Um, so I can, man, it's hard to say. I can see it both ways. Like, hey, um, who has the better team? Man, I think the all around. I think it's the Warriors.
I think so. I think
I
the
mean,
Suns are a little bit deeper. Of
Suns have
course, of
Suns have a
course,
good
having
roster.
Steph, that's obviously an advantage over everything. But yeah, they're deep in Phoenix still.
Who if you're Warriors, who if you're Steve Kerr, who are you putting on D book?
Shit, I think Steph has really stepped up his defense in his last few
Mm-hmm.
years. I think that's a matchup everyone wants to see. You got to try it out. I mean, thinking about it, I think he'll cook Jordan Poole.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
I think he'll cook Jordan Poole. I think Draymond's just a little bit too slow. You don't want to match him up against a big. So I think it's got to be Steph.
I think yeah, it's got to be Steph, and then Chris Paul. You're gonna put that will probably be Poole.
Yeah.
Draymond will probably guard either Crowder
Mm-hmm.
or Wiseman, right? And
Right.
I think a really good matchup is going to be Wiggins and Bridges.
Right.
I think that's going to be that's the matchup nobody's talking about, in my
You, I mean,
opinion.
you could also maybe put Wiggins on D book just
Deebo,
in case that length.
okay, and then put yeah, I guess I could put Curry on Bridges. Bridges has a nice shooter, man. He can shoot the ball. We know, but we know what Book can do. We know what Chris Paul can do. The center in that game is gonna be good with what's
With
his name,
Ayton, bro.
Looney and Aiton is gonna be interesting, and then
Mm-hmm.
how they rotate. It's gonna be an interesting matchup, man. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, if not high scoring, I don't see. Man, it's tough, bro, because the Warriors are blowing out everybody, but so are the Suns, kind of. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I can see this going maybe to OT.
And they've each played some really good teams so far. I mean, I know like I've heard that argument as far as the Warriors. Like you said, if they lose, they're going to say you finally played a good team. But I mean, they've played the Bulls. That was their first. They said like
Bulls.
their true test. They just beat the Sixers in a comeback win. They
That's
played
right.
the Hornets, who are doing good. They've had some good teams. They beat the Nets already.
The Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers. Yep, the Trailblazers, bro.
The
You name it.
Trailblazers.
They've beat some good teams already. So.
Damn. Yeah.
Um, I think they both had a test, and this is their real test right here. I mean, this could be a Western Conference Final matchup right
That's
here.
right. This could be a pre Western Conference Finals. It's kind of like those games that you would see with the Warriors and when OKC still had Kevin Durant during the season. You're like, oh,
Yep.
this is an early Western Conference Finals game. It's gonna have that atmosphere, and we get it twice this week, so
Yep.
it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be good matchups.
So we'll definitely be tuned in. I'm sure you guys will be tuned in as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's transition to a not so hot team in my Lakers. Um, we all know the Lakers are struggling to start, at the start of the year. I kind of have my whole take on situations, but I want to get yours first. If the season ended today, Lakers would be in the play-in games situation like they were last year against the Warriors. Do you think they can turn it around? Why or why not?
Uh, I don't know, man. I think we've seen peak Lakers right now, and they got to add somebody else to that team.
You think so?
I think so, man. I mean, I think I watched what games did I watch last week? I think I watched Lakers
The
Boston,
Yeah, the Boston. They had the
right?
Kings.
They had the Kings game that they dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you know what? I'm not. Yeah, you have LeBron, right? It's like, okay, we respect LeBron and all this. LeBron's good, but he can't do everything by himself, even if he wanted to. He can't do 80. I mean, it looks like 80 is starting to pick up, but he needs to be more consistent. Other than that, I don't see anybody else besides those two. Like I know you're more LA Laker insider, but man, I don't see them turning it around. I mean, they're in the as of right now. If it ended today, like you said, they're in the playing game. What
Right.
what what can we get from the Lakers in the next coming? Let's say okay, we're one quarter of the season in. What can we expect before All Star game?
For me, I feel like, of course, like you said, when you got LeBron and AD on the roster, I feel like there's always going to be a chance to turn it around. So as of right now, I'm going to side with yes, they can turn it around. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I think the obvious thing is they lack chemistry out there.
Mm-hmm.
I did expect the chemistry problems in the beginning because it's almost a completely new roster from last season. But like you said, we're 20 plus games into the season now, which is getting really concerning.
Yeah.
For me, just based on watching night in night out, I feel like not to make any excuses, but we did see Braun miss a good chunk of those games.
Right.
But you have AD and Westbrook, bro, two
Yeah.
perennial All Star caliber players. So um, the good thing is they have been picking it up, all three, the big three lately. But like you said, you have Melo right now playing pretty good. Um, other than that, really, man, it's no one else that's playing solid for
It's
them,
not.
and that's the problem right now. It's like I feel like honestly, LeBron and Melo are the only ones who are like really motivated to try and win right now.
Yeah, I mean, and just like we talked about, LeBron and AD, they're gonna get their 30 piece. They're gonna get
Mm-hmm.
their 30. But like, where do you get the other 60?
But speaking of 30 piece though, like it's not even that. Like I haven't looked at LeBron's numbers, but I know like AD's only averaging like 18 points a game right now.
Oh, that's not good. I heard his 3 point percentage is down this year.
It's like one of the worst in NBA history, bro.
And 80's pretty good at shooting threes, dog.
Mm-hmm. I think honestly what it is, is what I was worried about and why I wasn't a fan of the Westbrook move when we signed him is, Westbrook's bringing the ball up the court. Before it was LeBron, LeBron's a facilitator.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking to find AD, he's looking to find the other guys on his team. Westbrook's not so much, yes, but also Westbrook's looking to drive in the paint. Westbrook's looking to shoot, which he's been better shooting lately than he was at the start of the season where he fucking building a house of bricks. But yeah, I think that's what it is. And it honestly almost looks like AD is like kind of frustrated, like that he's not getting those touches that he's been getting the last few years.
He does look frustrated. And well, how do you fix that?
Honestly, I think you just got to sit aside. Like they met before the whole Westbrook trade was announced, and I feel like what they agreed on is like they're going to set the egos aside. They're trying to win a championship. That's not happening with AD. Yeah. I think you got to sit him down and be like, look, this is a different style of basketball than we may have been playing the last few years. But if it's going to work, we got to figure it out now. Because there was nice look the other day last night against the Pistons, where it's a turnover and he's kind of like just jogging down the court, like shaking his head, like, come on, man. Like,
you don't want to see that as a Laker fan. You don't want, as any fan, you don't want to see your players doing that.
Right. So I think it's something that's definitely got to be fixed. They're sitting at 500 right now, I think. But a lot of their losses have come against, like the Bucks, like, like good teams, playoff caliber teams, but they also have concerning losses. Like they've lost twice to the Thunder. They lost to the Kings the other night, bro. They lost. They beat the Pistons both times. But like, look, I don't know if you saw that I retweeted it this morning. They were saying like, oh, the big three, Braun, AD, Westbrook, all were in like the high 20s or 30s yesterday. But they only beat the Pistons by 4, bro. In LA by 4.
That's concerning, bro.
Yeah,
that's concerning. I mean, you got the players, man. Maybe you have to make if you're not gonna get players. I mean, if Vogel can't fix it, you might have to get a different coach.
That's been a problem too. Like some of the rotations that he's doing this year is like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you were in the finals. Like, granted, it was a bubble. It was like a little bit of a reduced season.
Right.
But dude, to get to the finals, and to like win the finals, you got to have some kind of basketball IQ. And it looks like he's just like a first-year coach this year.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, is Frank Vogel? First of all, is he capable of coaching the Lakers?
Right.
And people are gonna come after you in that championship in the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, what can they do? Right. I don't think Frank Vogel is the indicator right now to coach that team. I feel like you need a coach with personality on that team.
Who would you put?
I mean, I think, let's see. I would love to see Doc Rivers as the Lakers.
You think so?
Oh, man. I feel like what he had with before the Ben Simmons thing, he had that team rolling, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you put a coach with some personality on there, with LeBron, with AD, with Westbrook, someone who's just gonna get hyped up and pumped,
Right.
You can tell that LeBron is kind of coaching that team. LeBron is the owner of that team, and Frank Vogel is a set piece at that point. I would like to see him. Who else? Somebody, in soccer terms, kind of like a Piojo Herrera type of coach. Someone with like some tenacity. Who's gonna get nasty when there's a T out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
there's not much out there like that in the NBA. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but like, other than like, okay, I'll give you Steve Kerr. He has his moments where he goes off. But I'm trying to think like who is another coach like that besides Doc Rivers. You don't see very many coaches going off.
You don't. Maybe like a Thibodeau, like a Thibs.
Yeah.
Who else could you bring?
I don't know if very many people want to coach this team right now, to be honest.
You think
a lot of
the pressure's too high?
Ty Lue is good, but we know where he's at right now. So,
yeah.
If let's say things didn't work out, the Lakers season tanked, and you got Vogel on his way out, I don't know who they
Would
would
you
try and go
would you
after.
would you try to go into the college ranks and maybe recruit somebody from the college ranks?
You can't, bro. You can't do it with a franchise like that. You can't do it.
No, yeah.
You got to be
You,
built for that. Unless you're at a, like Coach K status where you're used to winning. John Calipari,
I,
that
I
type of coach.
I feel if I mentioned college rank because I would like to see like a Tom Izzo on the Lakers. That fool could
Yeah,
have some tenacity, some spice.
but at the same time, you don't see very many Michigan State fucking players succeeding in the NBA either.
You don't.
You
Aside from,
remember when they said Denzel Valentine was going to be?
oh my god, he was just in my head right now, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like Draymond. I'm like Denzel Valentine.
yeah.
Where's he at right now?
Denzel Valentine, he's in Cleveland, I think.
He's in Cleveland, and his brother is on a coaching staff.
Really?
Bro, they look alike, bro.
I didn't even know that.
Look up Valentine Brothers basketball, and they should and they'll pop up. At first I thought he had retired and became a coach, but it's not.
Denzel Valentine's brother. Oh, Loyola.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, bro! Yeah, they do. Oh shit!
I told you they look the
Block it.
same.
I can't
I
get
see
it.
it. I see. I saw it. I've seen him before. Oh man.
That's hilarious. No, yeah, I mean, back to the Lakers thing, man. Yeah, I don't. As far as coaching, I don't know. I think they just need to get more hands on from guys they got on the staff. Like I think one guy who I really like, which I know he's more of like a trainer type,
Right.
more than like a head assistant, but Phil Handy. I feel like
Mm.
he can really relate with the players. He's working with them one on one on their game, on their dribble. And he's one of those guys that like from what we can see, he's hands on. He's loud, gritty.
Right.
But I don't know if he would ever be into the head coaching game because he's been around for a while and never even been considered for a head coach. So maybe that's not
Would
his
you
thing.
Would you take a Sam Cassell?
Mm, no, I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. They all rather have like Budenholzer over here.
Man, I mean, there's a lot of Laker woes right now. So you guys sitting at 500. It's 500. At least you're not under. Um,
I will say I think two big pieces that are hopefully coming back soon are going to be Trevor Ariza and Kendrick Nunn.
I
No,
mean,
they have like two. Those are two fiery guys who can go down and get you a bucket if you need to. Especially Kendrick Nunn being younger, and 3-and-D guys right there. I think Trevor Ariza is getting older, but he has a track record of success in every ball club that he goes to.
I mean, put him in that corner on a corner three. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I saw him hit him when he was with the Rockets.
Yep, I mean he helped us win that championship back
That's
then with
right.
the Lakers. So I think it's doable.
Something close to watch for sure. This Lakers franchise. Um, we'll keep an eye out to see how they do.
Let's do it, man. All right, let's jump back into NFL. I know everything's been very NFL heavy,
Mm-hmm.
but just I know we're going to cover the usuals that we cover. Niners, Raiders. But before, let's get into kind of the Sunday Night Football matchup yesterday. I know it was pretty ugly, but in the specifics, we kind of talked on the side about the quarterbacks and the struggles they're going through. Let's start with Baker. I mean, the problem was Odell in Cleveland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was like, get rid of Odell. I know we touched on it a few weeks ago, and I said I think Baker is the issue, but realistically, the long-term solution was getting rid of Odell. I think it worked out better for the Browns to get rid of Odell and keep Baker than keeping Odell there. But look, Odell's gone. The cancer is gone, and look what they've been doing the last few weeks.
They're still struggling. I mean,
What do
look
you
at
think?
that. I mean, I think it falls on both of them. We see Odell maybe was not mixing with Baker, and they said, well, they're just gonna blame it. They're just gonna blame it on Odell, right? It would be
Mm-hmm.
easier to move Odell than get rid of Baker and try to find a quarterback out there, right?
Right.
I don't know, man. I think we're starting to see who's really the problem here.
Mm-hmm.
I looked on that sideline when the Browns would either get a turn, like they would turn the ball over or go 3-and-out, and Stefanski, bro, his face was just like,
Mm-hmm.
you could see it. He's like, like, damn, we really went 3-and-out. Like, really, like he probably dialed up a good play, and really, you couldn't get it out. You know,
Yeah.
so I mean, look, Baker looked stressed in that 3-point win against the the Lions last week. You know, yesterday, I mean, yesterday was anybody's game, to be honest. Like
Right.
nobody had the game. We'll get to Lamar, but Baker just like he looks like he just doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't know what to do. It looks like they don't have weapons, but they have weapons. They have two running backs who can come out of the back, who can catch the ball and run. And
Mm-hmm.
you have Landry, right?
Really, three running backs with Dearness Johnson.
That's right, Dearness Johnson. Dearness Johnson. Then you have your wide receiver one, which is Landry now. You have Njoku and you have Hooper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two solid tight ends who can catch. And then
Peoples
you have
Jones has done numbers.
Peoples Jones. You have the other cast of wide receivers. So you have weapons, and you can't get them the ball. I
Right.
don't know, man. It's starting to look like Odell was the right one to just. I'm like, I'm out. I don't want to be here because you can't give me the ball. You
I
know.
think I think like I said, I kind of brought it up before. I think before he could be, I said he was more of like that pocket passing QB, and they were trying to turn him into, like bootleg play action style
Mm-hmm.
quarterback, and that's not him, and that's what I called him out for. And I think the success that he has seen is when he's in that pocket. But in the past few weeks, like look, he's playing hurt. He was hobbling around,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's true testament to the offensive line, who's just not doing as good as they should be. But
Right.
I mean, you kind of have to play Baker, injured or not. If not, the
Yeah.
Browns just go way downhill.
No. Yeah. Yeah. If you take out Baker, I mean, you Case Keenum is gonna
Yeah,
take
right.
you to the promised land. I don't think so.
Rather
And
put
you can
Jarvis
tell.
Landry.
And you're right. Like when Baker's in the pocket, like he can deliver the ball. But when you force him to go outside of the sticks, now he's out there trying to throw on the run, and he's not that accurate on the run. He's been taking some hard hits too. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
been getting shellacked out there. They lost one of their O line last night in Conklin,
Yeah.
and that was just that kind of just set up the tone of the game because the Ravens D line was just easily just putting pressure on him every snap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. It was just a dirty game to watch. It was like a messy game.
Yep.
Nobody wanted to take initiative.
Yeah. It's not looking good for Baker. And I mean, if you're the Browns, you kind of almost got to be thinking quarterback in the draft.
Ooh, like that?
I mean,
No
not
way, no.
maybe not necessarily to replace him, because I mean, I honestly don't think this draft coming up is going to have very many, solid QB
Mm-mm.
ones.
Mm-mm.
Um, but I mean, the Browns are sitting at 500, bro. Like you said, the plethora of talent they have on offense and with a decent defense.
Decent defense.
I mean, granted, they're still alive in the division, but they're not going to win. They're not going to win a Super Bowl, bro. You know what
No,
I mean?
absolutely not.
And it's like, okay, let's say you get bounced in the play, you make the playoffs, you get bounced. Where do you go from there? How do you get better?
Who do you bring, right? I mean,
That's
you
what I'm
already have
saying.
good talent.
Like, what could you draft a wide receiver? You know?
I mean, you guess you could definitely draft a good wide receiver, but they're probably just gonna blame it on Stefanski. That's the scapegoat.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if I'm Stefanski and Baker's not my guy, like who can I go out there and get?
I think also one thing that
Go get Russell Wilson.
true. Yeah, I think he's going to be on his way out. Um, one thing that you gotta think of is kind of like the same thing that the Niners we talked about a few weeks ago. And we'll get to the Niners, but their bread and butter, just like the Browns, is the run game. That's
Mm-hmm.
what gets their offense going. They had 17 rushing attempts yesterday. 17.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, not even 17 because two of them were by Baker, so 15
15.
for 40 yards total.
And you're right, bro. Like if that's your bread and butter, stick to it. Especially because the game wasn't out of reach at any point.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Browns could have taken the lead at any point in the game. They could have on every drive that they had. You could have taken the lead.
Right.
It
So
was
I
like
I think just not from getting away from that run game, that takes away most of their offense, just like the Niners.
mm-hmm.
Getting that play action going. Where you have guys over the middle. You got Njoku and Hooper. You got Landry and Peoples Jones out wide when the defense takes the fake for Hunt or Chubb. Even you could do a run pass option. I know Baker doesn't have that much speed, but he can definitely move. And I think that's what Stefanski's getting away from these last few weeks.
And all the running backs are healthy, right? Like they're not injured.
They're all healthy. I mean, yesterday was Kareem Hunt's first game back, but other than that, that's
Yeah, you gotta. I get it. I guess your O line's depleted and you don't really want to. But I mean, still, man, you got to do it. Especially if the game's not out of reach. If the game's in reach, I'm like, bro, just run the ball. Run the ball. Even if you do three now, at least get it third and short.
yep.
The playbook opens when you're third and short. I don't know. That's just a disappointment. And I mean, so now that you brought that up, so is it on Stefanski or is it on Baker?
I think a little bit of both. I
Yeah,
think Stefanski, like I said, for getting away from the Browns' true game on the ground, but then also if that's not working or Stefanski's not calling that, it's up to Baker to deliver.
that's right.
And I mean, I guess I don't know. I heard he's getting a lot of slack from being injured and being hobbled around out there, but
That's not an excuse.
it's NFL, bro.
Yes,
I mean,
NFL man.
look at Aaron Rodgers. He had that toe injury. He's like, I'm playing, bro, and look what he did.
He's out there.
Exactly. So I think if you want to be, a big name guy coming from, like came from college saying, I'm that guy, I'm going to take the Browns to the next level. I'm going to be the one that finally can deliver as a QB of the Cleveland Browns. You got to be able to play injured. You got to be able to take that criticism and be able to change things around, turn them around once things, when stuff hits the fan.
That's right. I mean, it's something to watch for sure in that division because it's wide open still.
Right.
It's wide
Yeah.
open.
I had the Browns win the division at the beginning of the year, and it's not looking very likely. I said this. I have a Cleveland Browns fan at work, and I told him this would be honestly like an embarrassment if you don't win the division. It would be a shame if you don't win the division with all that talent on there. You know,
I mean, if you look at if you look at all the rosters on that AFC East, AFC North, I'm sorry,
right.
AFC North, I'm like, bro, they have the most on paper, the most talent.
Yep, is what it is. We'll keep an eye on that going forward. But on their opponent, that Sunday night opponent, the Baltimore Orioles, bro, number one record in the AFC.
Ravens.
I mean, I'm thinking the orange because the Browns.
Oh shit!
Baltimore.
That's a good one. I'm like the Baltimore Orioles.
The Baltimore Ravens, bro. The best record in the AFC. How?
Bro, that's a fraud. I have no idea.
And they scored 16 points last night on the Browns, who we just bashed.
Oh my god!
At home in Baltimore.
Where do I start? I mean, I get it.
You got to be Lamar.
I think he had how many? Four interceptions.
4 interceptions.
4 interceptions, bro. And we're Niner fans, and we get on Jimmy for 1 interception.
Right.
And this man threw 4 interceptions. Honestly, this is why I put this game like the Ravens didn't win this game. The Browns
lost the game.
Lost this game. You know what I'm saying? Like this man threw 4 interceptions, bro. And then either
and 3 in the first half.
3 in the three in the second quarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you couldn't capitalize. You couldn't capitalize, bro. I think you either had to settle for field goals or you turned the ball over.
They turned it over again, yeah.
Right?
They threw an interception and a fumble.
So it's like, bro, you guys, oh my god. Lamar Jackson, I think he's decent, but he's very reckless. He's a very reckless quarterback. Just as like, you know what, I'm gonna sling it. I don't care. And that's fine. If you're gonna, if it hits, it hits. If not, it's an interception or an incomplete, right? You gotta take the risks. But I mean, they make him out as like this great quarterback. I'm like, bro, you're not a great quarterback.
Mm-mm.
You're not a great quarterback. Like,
I can't trust him to go out there and make a Super Bowl run.
No,
I can't do it. I mean, he's shown us that we can't trust him yet. I mean, could this be the year? I mean, like I said, they're the best record in the AFC.
And it's so weird how they have the best record. I mean, you lose to the Raiders. I think you lost to the Bengals.
They lost to the Dolphins, bro.
They lost to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Right. Those are your 3 losses, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think they have wins on the Buffalo Bills. They beat the Chiefs.
Bills.
No?
They beat the Chiefs. They beat the Colts.
Yeah, this is so weird, man. They have wins on good teams, and
I don't know. They haven't beat the Bills.
They haven't beat the Bills.
They haven't played the Bills.
I don't know. It's just hard to believe what I'm seeing from Lamar, and they're 8-3. I can't see it.
Right. And it's like outside of Lamar, who's supposed to be the guy, like who do you have out there to go? Like if well, most likely they're going to make the playoffs.
It's like their best running back is Lamar Jackson.
Right.
So
Granted, they've had injuries to like
right,
four running backs already, but
right. But right now that's all they got. So
you
I'm
got
like,
you got the Tay Train and Latavius Murray. Back in the Oakland days, his nickname the Tay Train.
didn't they cut? Didn't they cut Le'Veon Bell?
Yep. I don't know what it was.
And they picked up Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Dante.
Dante Freeman.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, man. This team is kind of odd, and like I said, Lamar Jackson, he's good. He's not great.
Right.
They make him out to look like he's great, and I don't know what their obsession is with these like East teams, and they want to make him great. I'm like, bro, he's not great. He's good. Look how reckless he is, bro.
He's a turnover machine.
If it wasn't because of Baker's woes and the Browns the Browns were browning, 4 interceptions, bro. Another team is gonna, capitalize on that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and for the game to end, what was the final score?
16-10.
16-10, bro. Ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. I don't know.
And they want to kick Niners Seahawks off Sunday Night Football, but
that's ridiculous, bro.
You get that. Yeah, no, and they got the Steelers. I'm looking at their schedule here. They got the Steelers, which should be a win. Then they got the Browns again in Cleveland. So could the Browns turn things around and get a dub in Cleveland?
I mean, I'm expecting a game just like we saw last night.
Other than that, really. So they got Steelers should be a win. The Browns could be a win, but then they have the Packers. Then they have the Bengals, and then they have the Rams. Yeah, they got 3 really tough games. 2 out of 3 at home.
I don't know what to. I mean, I guess we'll see what.
We'll see what they're made of in that stretch right there.
Yeah, we'll see what they're made at that stretch, but
I think
it's not convincing me.
I think one of the biggest things right now, like you said, is the recklessness. There's photos of him last night just slinging it, bro. He has the ball like backwards in his hand, like the laces are pointing out, and he just slings it. He has like that weird arm angle. He throws it like throws it like sideways,
like a sidearm.
Yeah,
like a Stafford sidearm. I think what's crazy, bro, is he's reckless, and then he's on the bench just laughing it up.
Right,
like, bro, are you not serious, bro? You just threw 3 interceptions in 1 quarter, dog.
Yeah. And then like he had that turnover against the Raiders, that fumble in overtime.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So
reckless,
it's like,
bro.
It's always like crucial turnovers.
He's just reckless, and I don't know how far that recklessness can get you, but you're gonna lose a game, bro. Especially against a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Like 3 interceptions against the Rams, they're probably gonna score. 3 interceptions against the Packers, they're definitely gonna score.
Mm-hmm.
Even against the Bengals, they'll probably score on you. I think they shellacked you like 41-7 or something in Baltimore.
Yeah.
So I don't know, something's up. So with this Baker Lamar comparison, this is Baker Lamar. I'm like, bro, if Baker was a better quarterback, they would have won off those just off those 3 turnovers.
Right.
We'll talk about the Niners, but look what the Niners did off turnovers, bro. They score touchdowns right away. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
That's how you do it.
It is what it is, bro. I mean, we'll see what the Vikings are really made of. As of right now, they're the number 1 seed in the AFC with the Patriots on their tail. You think the Patriots are rolling, man? What? Real quick before we move on to our next topic, what do you see the Patriots doing?
I mean, 6 in a row. It looks like they're clicking on all cylinders right now.
Their weapons are really working right now.
What's crazy is they don't have a really like legit running game. So right. Mac Jones is kind of slinging that thing. I mean, good for him. I mean, I just know that he wouldn't work in San Francisco.
No, definitely not.
His style of play is perfect for what the Patriots do and what Bill Belichick does.
Safe football.
Safe football, right? They're good at that, and that's why he's successful.
AFC football.
AFC football. But damn, bro, like 6 in a row. I thought the Titans were gonna go in there and win.
You think so?
I thought they were gonna go in there and win it, and bro, the fucking Patriots just sent them packing easily. I'm like, I was actually watching that game
Yeah,
over the Bucks Colts game that was on TV.
yeah. I was back and forth. I picked the Patriots though. I knew they're rolling.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you got your boy KB with 2 touchdowns.
Damn, bro, he's killing it out there.
He's like that perfect fit right there. Like I said, he doesn't need to be a star, but he's available. He's ready. It's working. So, man, watch out for the Patriots. As much as I hate to say it, watch out for the Patriots. I think they may be the favorite in the AFC right now.
You think so?
I mean, like I said, you got the Ravens, frauds right now. You got
Titans.
Titans not working without Derrick Henry.
What about Chiefs?
Give me the Patriots, bro. I think the Chiefs. I think Patrick Mahomes this year is similar to Lamar, where he's being reckless, and I think the Patriots defense can turn it around because what people forget, bro, is that the Patriots they had like 9 defensive players sit out last year because of COVID.
Right.
They had it was 9 or 10, and they're
9
all
starters.
back. Yeah, and they're all back this year. So I mean, they've outscored their opponents double digits in the last like 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean that perfect game against the Falcons two Thursdays ago was nuts. It was wild. I don't know. I'm still banking on the Bills, man. For their first game is next week. They haven't played the Bills yet.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be a big game. I think if Josh Allen, I think had some bad games, but I think he's back on it. Ran over the Saints on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's gonna be a really good Monday night game, bro.
I hope so. I hope it's not the Josh Allen and the Bills that we saw in the AFC Championship game.
No.
I hope it's not that one.
No,
Because I hope it's not the Bills that we saw against Jacksonville, bro.
Oh my
6
God.
points. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not high on the Bills right now. If the Bills were just rolling, throughout the season and didn't have those, like tough losses,
Yeah.
I would be okay. I got the Bills as the favorite. But right now, I think it's definitely got to be the Patriots. As much as it hurts me to say that with Belichick, calling the shots. I think
They're rolling though.
It's got to be the Patriots.
I can't deny that they're rolling.
Yeah, easily. So I mean that's another tight playoff race. They're trying to secure #1 seed. So we'll see what they do going forward.
6 straight, bro.
6 straight, insane. Sticking with the AFC, we got the Raiders. They had that win over the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, which I picked the Cowboys. I don't know about you. I was so close to picking the Raiders, but I was like, you know what? Give me the Cowboys. The Cowboys are at home. I'm like, the Raiders have been terrible offensively and defensively the last few weeks. Got ran over by the Bengals. And they shocked the world, man.
I mean, they definitely shocked the world, the NFL world for sure. Wasn't expecting that from the Raiders. I'm happy they did it because I don't think this is a pick me up game for the Raiders. I think they'll lose next week.
Yeah.
I still don't believe that the Raiders are going to get 10 wins.
I don't. It's not looking like it. They're sitting at what, 6 right now?
6-5. Same as the Niners, 6-5.
Think they lose to Washington.
Oh yeah.
Think they lose to the Chiefs. Sorry, I think and now if the Browns play the way they're playing, I think they can snag it against the Browns. I would give them 7.
Yeah.
Broncos look decent.
Broncos look decent, man.
Let's say maybe 8. Maybe 8. Losing to the Colts for sure.
Oh, that's a tough one.
And I think they lose to the Chargers in the season.
Yeah. At SoFi or in Las Vegas?
No,
it's at SoFi.
No, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Damn, what did I see from I think the Cowboys pass interference calls bailed them out on a bunch of plays.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Don't get me wrong, they were pass interference. But they bailed them out. The running game was okay. I mean, they went to overtime, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Cowboys tied it up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The Cowboys tied it up and went to overtime.
Yep.
What's more concerning? I think that the Cowboys are concerning, bro. The
Right.
Cowboys are concerning. The Raiders are, they were on a 3-game losing streak, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
3 or 2-game losing streak. And what a game, right? To break that streak. But I don't think, man, Raider Nation, let us know. Do you believe in the team still, or because I don't.
I know a lot of people like Raiders fans, friends, and I know that they're finally giving up on Derek Carr.
I mean, he's
8
been there for
seasons.
so long.
8 years already.
8 years, and how many playoff appearances?
I want to say just the one, but they lost to Houston.
where he didn't even play.
Right.
That's embarrassing, yo. That's embarrassing. Um, you and oh, man, Raiders would be a good destination, man, for a decent quarterback.
Hmm.
But I mean, I don't want to see the Raiders. Well, I'll take it back, bro. They're not even the Bay anymore. I could care less about the Raiders. Um, so I want them to do good because I want them to challenge against the Chiefs. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want them.
I just looked it up. Yeah. 2016, because that's the franchise. That's the Raiders' only playoff appearance since 2002.
That's
That's rough, bro.
how many years is that? Since 2002, bro. Might be 20 years. It's 19 years.
That sucks,
So
bro.
in 19 years, you've only had two playoff appearances.
It's insane.
That's wild to me.
That's insane. 19
That's
years,
wild, dog.
bro. We were hurting with the Niners, bro. We're like, fuck. Four.
We're
But
hurting too, but damn, too. And it's just like, if I'm a Raider fan, I mean, you talk to the Raider fans, right? Like, well, who would they like to see under center?
I think from the majority standpoint, they're saying just let Mariota take over for the rest of the
Oh,
year and to see how it goes. You know,
a little mobile QB in there.
just to see how it goes. I mean, they're still got hopes for playoffs as a wild card.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but knowing the Raiders, they won't. They're gonna live or die with Carr. Let's say they keep Carr in, which is most likely going to happen, and they don't make the
Right.
wild card. Do you move on from Derek Carr?
You have to, no?
Well, actually, let me look up his contract. I don't know.
Well, let's figure it out. Are they gonna are they gonna keep the Tom Sula clone, or are they gonna go get a different coach?
They're gonna have to get a new coach,
They
right?
have to get a new coach, right? They have to get a they have to get a good coach, right? And don't bring me Jack Del Rio again. I don't want to see.
He got the dub, bro. He got the
I know.
dub. He got the dub tonight.
I
He's
know.
rolling. He's about to beat them in a few weeks. Jack Del Rio.
Oh, that's right. Shit. I mean, they need a new coach for sure.
Who do you
Who it
go
is?
get though?
I mean, if I'm the Raiders, I'm stealing somebody from the division. I'm gonna get Bieniemy.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Go get the enemy.
I'm gonna get I'm
You're in
getting
Vegas, bro.
Bieniemy,
Throw him
bro.
the money. Throw him the money.
Throw him the money. I'm like, bro, go get him. Go get Bieniemy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Take him from your rival. Go get him.
Yep.
Throw the bag at him. Go get him.
You give Gruden 100 mil, bro. So come on.
And don't get me wrong, bro. Gruden collected the bag. I don't know if they terminated the contract, but they gave him ownership of the franchise, bro.
Yeah, I know, bro.
He owns like a certain percentage of the
He's
you,
royal.
bro. You are dumb, bro. To do,
He's royalty, bro. To the Davis.
he's
family.
royalty at this point. So I mean, if I'm the coach, if I'm Mark Davis, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna go get Bieniemy.
Gruden's like, fuck you guys. I still own this shit.
Yeah, bro. He's like, hey, I'm still under, so I don't care.
Imagine, bro. They make the playoffs. Gruden's chilling. He's getting paid.
Bro, he's getting paid.
But back to, yeah, I think Bieniemy is the fit. You got to go get that guy.
Go get the guy. Go get the guy who dialed up all those plays to win KC a Super Bowl and get him into a back-to-back Super Bowl, multiple AFC Championship games. Go get Bieniemy.
Yep.
He's perfect for the Raiders.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm trying to think who else could you have besides Bieniemy, really?
Coach. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's maybe a couple, like offensive coordinators out there who they could use, or defensive coordinators.
Right here, I'm looking it up. They say Brian Dable from the Bills coordinator, offensive coordinator.
Oh, Brian Dable.
Lane Kiffin.
Nah, hell, he would. I think he was already the Raider coach.
Yeah.
Nah, hell no, dude. Don't bring that. Don't bring those sorry ass coaches, bro, that you've brought once and.
Really, the only ones that are on here that are like realistic is Brian Dable, Eric Bieniemy, and then right here Don Martindale from the Ravens defensive coordinator.
That's a good one.
But,
Ravens defense is pretty good.
But Bieniemy, top
That
of the
should
list.
that should be their top priority, bro.
Who knows? Maybe they'll be in talks after the season ends.
If not, they're gonna keep with what's his name?
Rich Bisaccia.
Bisaccia.
Yeah,
He doesn't look like a coach, bro.
he does.
Every time they put the camera on him, he looks like a thinner Bruce Arians, and
Looks
but
depressed.
every time they put the camera, he's like,
He reminds me of like Homer Simpson, bro.
yeah.
I think it's the goatee, bro, like a human Homer Simpson. But no, yeah, I think definitely. I mean, because he was on staff already, so keep him and go get the enemy.
That would be huge pickup. I think the Raiders look Bieniemy, bring in Bieniemy. He gets to pick his quarterback, so give Derek Carr the boot. Um, Depend if you want Mariota or not. If not, go get your own quarterback. Build it
Sean,
up. You got just, that's a whole other. We got to say that for another episode
that's true.
because we don't know what the heck's gonna go on with him.
Because he's not a free agent for a few years.
Like we don't know what's going on with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if he's gonna take another snap ever again. We don't know, bro. And
I
that's kind
think
of you know.
I think if they don't trade him, I think he plays next year.
You think so? You think all his legal stuff will get sorted out by next season?
I hope so, man. I mean,
That's tough. All those
kind
allegations.
of, Trevor Bauer's going through the same thing right now, where they're
Yeah,
saying that
he
Trevor
fell
Bauer,
off.
they're saying that it's looking really good for him in terms of like the legal stuff, but
Hmm.
at the end of the day, they're like, one, is he going to be served like a 1 year suspension for what he did? Or two, if he's not, is he going to want to, all right, is somebody going to want that as on their franchise?
That resume on it.
Because he's going to be one of, the biggest pitchers on their staff. So,
It's like he already missed this past season, right? This past season when it happened.
mm-hmm.
Say it happens all this year.
He gets suspended. That's a whole 2 years.
That's a whole 2 years. You don't probably won't see him until year 3,
mm-hmm.
and that's a maybe.
Yeah, I think he may be done.
That's same with Deshaun Watson. I don't know, man. I mean, he's practicing. No, I think he's practicing.
I think he's there. Yeah, just to,
Stay fresh. I
stay
guess,
ready. Yeah, but the thing is though, with Bauer is like, is somebody gonna want that? I don't think anybody will want that as a face of their franchise. And one thing that I will know for Bauer is like, you're hearing like a little bit like, oh, it's looking good for him here, or he won this, this case, because he has multiple cases and allegations against him. So it's like he won this, but they're still going through this. You don't hear nothing about Watson.
No. There's no buzz.
So what it's going to be like? I mean, I'm hoping he gets to play. They forgive him if it's not true. If it's true, then he's done. Write him off. But if he's good, could you imagine if you get Bieniemy and bring Watson to Vegas?
Ooh, damn, dude. Raider fans, they would probably be calling out Super Bowl already.
Yeah, probably.
I'm like, look, get Bieniemy, and something's going on in Seattle, bro, that we don't know, but it's not looking good. It's
Russell Wilson could be a candidate too.
Bro. Yes, you can go get Russell Wilson. We still don't know, like we just said with Deshaun Watson, with Eric Bieniemy, bro. The Raiders could be good.
Right. You got Rodgers up in the air.
You got Ooh, I don't think Aaron Rodgers goes to Las Vegas.
I don't think he goes to Vegas.
I think he's done. I think he's retiring.
Do you think so?
I think so. You think if they don't win the Super Bowl this year, I think he's gonna retire. I just feel like he's got other stuff going on.
You think so?
Outside of football, yeah.
Wants to go host Jeopardy.
Look, he can make a living out of that.
Yeah, true.
He can make a big living out of that. Think about it: Super Bowl champion, one-time Super Bowl champion, illustrious career, but Hall of Famer. And then you go do this thing in Tinseltown.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's a lot of interesting things to keep tabs on going forward. In terms of the other side of that, for the Cowboys, you think they're trending in the right direction?
I mean, I need them to. Because I need them to beat the Saints on Thursday.
Yes.
But they got a bunch of COVID cases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like 8 cases right now.
8 cases, bro.
Have they confirmed too? Because I know I heard McCarthy, but the only thing I've heard is they're up to 8 cases. Haven't heard like who it is.
No, so I heard just McCarthy and Maine, and it's up to 9 cases now, bro. Shit. 9 cases of COVID. We don't know who, but I mean, you already know who. Like Amari Cooper is out. Who else? Like who else could possibly, You know,
Cooper's out. They said CeeDee Lamb should be good to go
okay, and I'm
if he
assuming,
doesn't have COVID,
yeah,
which he probably did. He make the trip?
I haven't seen it.
So
Dak Prescott, I don't know. Zeke, I don't know.
Zeke's hurt right now.
Diggs, he's hurt. I mean, honestly, bro, I think is the other running back Pollard.
Yeah, Tony
I think
Pollard.
Pollard's better than Zeke, bro.
You think so?
I think so. That's a hot take I'm saying on here.
Pollard has more energy. That's
Yes.
what it is.
I don't know what it could be. Look, you paid out Zeke, and we always bring this up, right? When they get paid out, they just kind of want to just take care of their body at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Pollard is a little bit more hungry.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it in that Raider game. I'm like, damn, bro, he can get it. I think they bounce back. I need them to, because as a Niner fan, we want all NFC teams to lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's the head of the division. I think we know that Dallas is going to win that division.
Right.
Unless Washington has something to say, because they're on a 3-game win streak also.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I think Cowboys should win the division. So I need them to bounce back. I think they'll bounce back against the Saints team, who is just a bad team.
True.
Their defense, as much as they try, bro, and I give credit to that Saints defense, but their offense stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Siemian stinks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
So,
I think they can definitely beat the Saints, but I'm here looking at the schedule. They have a lot of losable games, bro.
okay, read it to me.
To finish season, so they got the Saints. I think it'll be a win.
Uh-huh.
Then they're in Washington, who's playing pretty good right now.
That might be an L.
Then they're in New York, who's playing really good at home.
Ooh. That'll be a close one. I think they win that one, though. But that's going to be a close one.
Yeah, they should win, but I'm saying New York is playing good at home.
Oh, so,
yeah. Then they're at Washington again, but in Dallas.
Ooh.
So another losable game. Then they're at home against the Cardinals, who are just getting everybody back healthy, right? And then they finish the season in Philly.
That's never easy.
Philly's trying to make a push for the playoffs. You know, like you said, playing in Philly is not easy. So I don't know, man. Things could be. I'm not writing them off. I'm not saying like they're going to lose a lot of games. I'm just saying, man, we could see the Cowboys kind of slip down a little bit. They could maybe not win the division.
Who's the best chance that you give? That's not the Cowboys to take that division.
Right now, it's looking like Washington, bro.
Bro, Washington looked good tonight.
Washington, let me see. They're how many games out? They are.
They're 2.
Division. I just need to say on here.
I might be wrong. 2 or 3.
Oh, they're 5 and 6. Yeah, so 2 games out. 3 games out, bro. And if they beat the Cowboys twice,
that's the tiebreaker.
Let me see what the schedule's looking like for them. Oof. Same thing pretty much. They got Raiders, Cowboys, Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles, Giants.
Damn, all division games.
Yeah, bro. So this NFC could be coming up close, bro.
I can see a lot of teams. I can see a lot of those teams that had, high wins in the first couple of weeks, bro, drop a lot of games.
Yep.
Except for maybe 2 teams, right, which is the Packers and the Cards. But other than that, bro, a lot of teams are dropping. Some teams are heading in the wrong direction, while others are ascending.
Right.
So I mean,
you gotta get hot at the right time.
So I think right now teams who are falling off, bro, like you mentioned, the Cowboys and the Rams are falling off right now.
Mm-hmm.
I was even thinking maybe the Bucks were starting to fall off a little bit.
Yeah, I had the Colts winning, but I mean the Bucks came back.
So I'm like, okay, shit. The Cowboys are not trending in the right direction, to be honest.
Right.
But I think as a Niner fan, we need them to win on Thursday. Short week, bro. Short week.
Right.
Short week, and Saints had a longer week to chill out.
No, they're the same. They both played on Thursday.
Oh, that's right. Shit, that's right.
They both played on Thanksgiving.
So they had a week, a whole week off. Okay.
Yep.
Damn, that's true.
But they're in New Orleans, though, right?
They're in New Orleans.
Yeah. So traveling too.
That's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be probably one of the best Thursday night games. I mean, I know we had a few on Thanksgiving that were pretty good, but man, this could be a good one right here.
Who do you got that? Who do you got in that game?
I gotta go Cowboys, bro. Like you said, the Saints, they just don't have the quarterback. Defense maybe could hold them into it, but Got to root Cowboys for the Saints to be knocked out.
You're right. That's true. To kick him out of that wild card contention.
But at the same time, if the Cowboys go on a slip, like we said, they could be wild card contenders too.
Yeah.
So
we need them to slide.
Yeah. So
anything can happen, bro. It's the league, bro. It's every week is something different.
Yeah.
Every week is literally something different.
Mm-hmm. Real quick before we get into the Niners, let's talk about a division rival. Who we talked about OBJ before he landed in LA. The Rams on the slide right now. They got a decent schedule going forward, but what do you think the issue is right now in LA?
Boo.
3 in a row. They dropped 3 in a row.
I mean, I just feel like we knew who Stafford is. Like we thought, what's the saying? We knew who he was.
Yeah,
something like that. We know who Stafford is, bro. He's not a winner. Against these like lower mid level teams, he'll sling it. You know, like they did. That's how they got to 7 wins, right? 7-1 or whatever. Now you play a harder opposition, like you play harder teams. Now you're looking like the Stafford of Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So I don't know what's going on. It's the chemistry. I mean, Odell just got there. I think losing Robert Woods was huge.
Yes.
And I think they just haven't bounced back from that. Like they brought on OBJ not to replace Robert Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They brought him on as an add-on. Now he has kind of have to take on that role, and he's probably just not adapting as quick as they would want him to. And they're struggling, bro. I mean, their defense is overrated. I think that the team is overrated at this point.
Right.
They sold me this like, oh, Aaron Donald. Yeah, Aaron Donald's dope, but if he's not getting any sacks, any stops, like the Niners ran all over them 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally ran all over them.
Yep.
Exposing that defense. Shoot, man, I don't know. They just I don't think they have an identity.
Yeah, I think they're struggling right now. Mm-hmm. Van Jefferson has kind of been, that's his name, right? He kind of emerged yesterday. But they got a get right game this week. They got the Jags, bro.
Right.
So I think they'll bounce back. But looking at the schedule too going forward, bro, they got the Jags and they're in Arizona. I think they could beat the Seahawks at home. And they got the Vikings who are going to be making a push
in Minnesota.
Yes, and then they got the Ravens in Baltimore, and then they finish with us in LA.
Not an easy schedule.
Right. I think we could easily finish with more wins than them and slide past them.
Absolutely. What if the Jags have one of those games, a Bills game?
Shit, I pray they do, bro.
Imagine.
Pray they do.
Dang, and you want Sean McVay as your coach?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like if they have the Rams, they got McVay. Can you put him on the hot seat right now? I mean, not to be fired, but just to draw some red flags. I don't think he needs to be fired.
I think the seat's warm. No, it's not hot. It's just warm.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's warm because you got your quarterback, right? You blamed everything on Goff, so you got Goff out of there. You got your quarterback. You got quote unquote elite defense, right? Because I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I saw Aaron Rodgers prance into a touchdown yesterday while Jalen Ramsey just whiffed him, bro, and he fucking went spinning into the cheerleaders over there, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, man. Odell might be regretting not going to Green Bay.
Yeah. Did you hear you hear what Devontae Adams said?
Yeah. Hell yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I think that would have been a better fit for him. Do you give Stafford the benefit of the doubt right now that he's playing on a bum ankle?
No, because then I got to get everybody passes on.
So I said, look at Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers with the toe.
And the toe is probably much harder to play on than the
hell yeah.
So
no, you can't, especially if all those weapons that you have. Even if you can't throw a deep ball, you can dink and dunk it because you have good players who can catch the ball and catch and run, right? So man, I don't think so. I think Stafford is starting to turn into that quarterback that we know who he is.
Right, which we know who he was in Detroit. The guy can sling the ball, but never had a winning team was his.
Can't win.
His thing. Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards that side of like it's Stafford. That's who he is. You know, we've always known who he is.
You know, and I think that this coming up week is a perfect time to pick an upset.
I
The
hope so.
Jaggies,
The Jags in
the
LA.
Jaggies in LA, they're gonna march into SoFi and hand them a fourth loss, bro, in a
A
row
fifth. Oh yeah, fourth in a row, but it would be fifth total.
or third in a row, something like that. I
Four. This would be
mean,
their fourth in a row.
yeah, it would be a perfect time to pick an upset because honestly, bro, the Rams don't know who they are right now.
It's true, and not to mention, bro, Stafford has thrown a pick six in the last three games.
The last three games.
Could have had two yesterday, bro. If the Rook would have caught that against Tyler Higbee.
Oh my god! And think about it, bro. You got Tyler Higbee, you have Cooper Kupp, you have Odell Beckham Jr. Who else am I missing? Van Jefferson.
Yeah, he's emerging a little bit, but he's not a
Right?
star. But
And then, but their problem is who's in the running back? Sony Michelle.
Sonny Michelle.
He's decent.
What's the other guy's name? Shit, what's his name? I'm gonna look it up in here. Darrell Henderson.
Jerry Henderson. And then you have Stafford. So I mean, I don't know, man. Like what's going on with that team? Like I don't think they know who they are right now. Too many stars. Too many stars can do that to you.
We talked about the payroll a few weeks back.
Too many stars can do that to you.
Right now, they definitely said it's Super Bowl or bust for the Rams. So,
and if you don't win, like you have players who have short fuses, like Ramsey,
Odell.
If they're not happy, they're gonna be vocal about it.
I think you can put Aaron Donald in that category.
Yeah, if they're not happy, they're gonna get vocal, and that's not good. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, so
that's not leadership.
Let's hope they stay on this downward spiral right now. And man, if the Jags can get a win, bro, we'll be second win of the year.
Oh, that would be. I think that would be a more of a bigger win. Oh, I don't know. The beating the Bills was pretty big, but if they beat the Rams, bro, a legitimate. Contender. Everybody picked the fucking Rams in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a huge win for the Jaggies.
See, man, we'll see going forward. We got a few more days to go until that kicks off. Let's get into it, man. Sticking with the division, the Niners, bro, they're on a roll right now.
Yeah, man.
What do you think has changed in these last few weeks?
I mean, they found who they are. Like they found the identity. They figured out like what's gonna win you games. Man, dude, I love it when they run the football because that. If you really look at them, that's what they're good at. You know, they're good at running the football. Mm-hmm. They know. I mean, shit. Everybody knows that Jimmy can't throw a deep ball.
Right.
So you need to get close enough for him to throw a 5, anything under 10 yards, right? So you need a third. You need a third and short.
I'll give him 20 max.
Right, 20 max. You need a third and short for him to throw the ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Niners are good at doing that. I think Elijah Mitchell's becoming a star. The O-line, the tight ends, even the wide receivers are blocking and creating lanes for him.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, bro, like when you control the game and take off time for that long, that just frustrates the opposing team, and that shortens their playbook because now they gotta they ate up 8-10 minutes. I only have 4 or 5 minutes to get down the field. Now I gotta my playbook gets reduced to certain plays because I gotta get there before time runs out. Right. And I feel like that's what we saw yesterday. Especially, I mean, we saw it in the Rams, the Jaguars, but I think I saw it specifically yesterday because honestly, I thought Kirk Cousins was going to torch us with Thielen and Jefferson.
Yeah, I think that's what it was going to be. With the way that Thielen was being left wide open in the beginning of the game.
I'm like, damn, this guy's going to fucking torch us, right? But once that happened, once the Niners started running the ball, I'm like, damn, dude, like, you gave them back the ball with like 3, 4, 5 minutes left on the clock. Mm-hmm. So now they got to drive down the field. They can't run as much as they wanted to. And I think that's if the Niners are gonna make a push, bro, that's how they're gonna beat good teams. You know, keep the Aaron Rodgers on the sideline, keep Russell Wilson on the sideline.
Yep.
You know, keep Stafford on the sideline like that Monday nighter. Mm-hmm. Bro, they don't have their open playbook to do. Now they're just reduced to, fuck, dude, 2-minute offense. Warning, yeah, 2-minute offense. Because the Niners fucking ate up the whole clock.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I didn't like in the beginning of the game on Sunday. It's like, bro, why don't you run it? Like, why are you forcing Jimmy to outbeat.
Yeah.
Look, Harrison Smith knew where you were the ball. That's why he picked you off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they knew where he was gonna throw it, right?
Yeah, he can't throw outside the numbers.
No, so they're just gonna load up the box right there, drop down the safeties, or bring down the safeties, drop down the linebackers, whatever. And I'm like, dude, like get back to running, get back to running. Once they got back to running, bro, we controlled the game.
Elijah Mitchell, man.
Next thing you know, we were up by 14.
Yep. That's what it is, bro. They found their identity, which I mean, I think everyone has known all along. You know who they are under Kyle Shanahan, which is a run-first team, especially with Jimmy. Things could change if Trey Lance ever comes into the picture, which is not looking very likely. But like we said, man, this is their bread and butter is the running the ball. Elijah Mitchell looks special. You know, he's like we talked about personally yesterday. He's like 13 yards behind Najee for rookie rushing leader, and he's played 3 less games than Najee.
That's wild.
So I mean, could be 1,000-yard rusher this year as a rookie. You know, he's kind of our diamond in the rough, steal of the draft. And then we got Deebo. You know, Brandon Ayuk is finally turning things around.
Yes.
You know, he's kind of out of the doghouse, so they say. And the good thing is right now, Jimmy is being Jimmy. Jimmy's being consistent. You know, not making the best throws, but at times like that throw, that window through the Monday night game against Deebo through the middle.
Oh, that's
huge throw. He threw it before Deebo even made that turn. He hit Ayuk like that yesterday.
Yeah,
so,
juice check.
Yeah, juice. Yep. So the Niners found you know, they're finally back in their groove. They are going to have a tough stretch going forward, so we got to hope that you know they can win out down the stretch. It's going to be tough though. You saw Deebo and Fred Warner to miss 1 to 2 weeks.
That's tough.
I think we can manage that with the Seahawks this week.
Yeah.
Even though it's in Seattle, I think we can manage without Deebo because, like I said, Brandon Ayuk is really coming into to his own these last 3 weeks. You can bring Kittle back into the offense.
That's what I was gonna say. This gonna be a breakout game for Kittle.
Like I said, I've been really impressed these last few weeks with Juwan Jennings. So I think he could be a big guy. Like I said, we had Sanu, who's a big guy in the red zone. I think Jennings can definitely be that guy. So if we can get it going forward, man, I think we got a real good chance.
It's like, and we bring it back to the running game. I'm like, bro, look, teams like are gonna know that you're gonna run. Right. Perfect, bro. Hit them again. Hit them. Like they already know that you're gonna run it. So there's no need for you to switch it up, bro, because they already know, and you're still dominating. Like you're letting them know, hey, we're gonna run it. By the way.
Yeah.
And they still can't stop you, bro. That's a winning recipe, bro, for success. I'm like that game against the Rams, bro. The Rams were ready every single time, like bringing down the corners, bringing down the safeties, and you still punch them in the mouth.
Yep.
I'm like,
and that opens up, the floodgates for play action pass, for those jet sweeps, for wide receiver screens, running back screens. That opens up the playbook for Shanahan. And
I'm like, okay, look, these last 3 weeks dominated, bro. Controlled the clock, scored the points when we need to. I still think if we're gonna take up 10-minute
drives,
we gotta score. You gotta get a touchdown.
Yeah,
you have to get a touchdown.
That one against the Jags was brutal, bro.
It was brutal. Score. Because like we talked about earlier, if you're gonna take up 10 minutes drive and you only get a field goal, the other team is they're gonna try to race down the field and most likely get kind of like what we saw with we saw a couple plays with the Rams.
We saw it with the Bears.
We saw where I think it was the second touchdown of the Vikings.
Yep.
Or Thielen was wide open. They marched down the field because they had to, because their time was running out. So they had to fucking throw the ball, and they got it. So if you're gonna take up 10 minutes, bro, you gotta get a touchdown. And
especially since unfortunately, we can't really trust Robbie Gould anymore right now.
Ooh, that was a killer, bro.
That was killer, bro.
That was killer. I didn't like that.
I think it's his second or third miss in the last few weeks.
That's not good. But if we're gonna miss Deebo and Fred Warner, shit, I don't know who's gonna fill the gap for Warner. But Deebo, okay, say Deebo misses.
They said Greenlaw is likely to play.
Oh, I think he's got to get cut. Kind of like I told you guys, he's just taking up a roster spot right now. If he's not gonna get healthy, you gotta go find somebody. Right. Aziz is turning into a really good linebacker, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I remember there was days where I'm like, why did we draft the Z's, bro?
yeah.
Like, and I'm like, come on, this guy's terrible, but he turns
he's
it around.
having he's having a Drake Greenlaw type season when in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
But if we don't have
we need Fred
Deebo,
Warner to get back on track.
now we need Fred Warner to get back on track. If we don't have Deebo, I feel like it's okay because you were already giving him the ball way too much. I'm like, okay, this is gonna show us that we can win with other people, right?
Yep.
Opens the playbook for Kittle, more targets for Ayuk, Jawan Jennings. Sherfield had a big monster catch on third and long, right?
Right.
Who else can we incorporate?
Kittle,
it's not
bro.
Kittle. It has to be Kittle.
Charlie Warner had a big catch at tight end position.
Charlie Warner had a big catch. I think Kittle, this game coming up against the Seahawks, we need to utilize him how the Chiefs use Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're gonna run the ball a lot, but at times, bro, there's some videos of of Kittle just running by himself, bro, asking for the ball.
Yep.
We got to get him the ball.
Mm-hmm. And then one where it almost got picked when he tried to throw the Deebo over the middle. Kittle's wide open.
Wide open. Maybe this will. Maybe when Deebo gets back, we're gonna give him the rock again. I know that.
Yeah.
But right now, it's like, hey, let's see what else we can do. It's not just Deebo.
Yeah, you got to find other ways to win because when it comes playoff time, bro, they're gonna try and take Deebo away.
They're gonna try to take Deebo away.
You're gonna get, or even when you're playing LA, they're gonna double him, or they're gonna put Jalen Ramsey on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough. But how about McGlinchey not being in there, bro, and Tom Compton and all those cats, bro, stepping up, bro,
taking over, bro.
Jimmy's been sacked, but at least he hasn't been targeted that much.
I think when Jimmy's been sacked, it's been his fault, bro. Like I said, it's freaking cement feet, bro. Like, yeah, okay, you can blame the line for letting him through, but it's gonna happen, bro. It's part of football where they just get beat. They're getting tired. The defender gets a good jump off the ball on the line. But Jimmy, bro, he sees it and he panics and shit right away.
He panics.
Yeah. I think it comes back to that injury.
Oh yeah. It's just like you said, bro. The O line can only block for so long before they're gonna get called for a holding, right?
Right.
Jimmy needs to do something, bro. He needs to either bro, if you don't find anybody, you gotta peel out.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta at least
get outside the pocket to throw it away.
Exactly, because that doesn't look good. I mean, if I'm Shanahan and what's the quarterback coach?
I don't even know, bro.
Fuck, dude, I forgot his name. Don't they tell him, hey, bro, you gotta extend the play?
Yeah.
And I think, bro, after that interception, I think Shanny went to go talk to him.
Yeah, I know he did. He was definitely yelling
right?
at him, bro. He was yelling at him.
He's probably bro, what the fuck? Don't He had to tell him something to wake up. But shoot, what else? I mean, Jimmy's inability to be mobile definitely kind of sucks the air out of us sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it just ruins it.
Because damn, we're driving. Oh, you get fucking sacked, bro. Mm-hmm. And that's just man, we got to punt or settle for a field goal, whatever. I just feel like he needs to shake off that trauma that he has with that injury, and you got to extend the play, bro. Even if you get us 1, 2, 3, 4 yards running and you slide, that's more than enough.
Right.
But keep it alive a little bit, man. Don't just take the sack back there. But I hope McGlinchey doesn't come back though.
I think he said he was done for the year. I think.
I hope so. I hope so, bro. Don't bring him back.
Yeah, no, it's been nice without him. Honestly, the other guys filling the roles. This could be it though, bro. I think the Niners have the chance to end the Russell Wilson and what's his name, Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll.
I think it's over.
The last nail in the coffin. Fuck it, bro. Put it
in Seattle, bro.
In Seattle,
division rival. I think it's over.
Because, man, the Seahawks are just that type of team, right? And there's always that type of team who has a number on another team, right?
Yeah.
It's we have the Rams number.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like the Seahawks have our number.
Yeah.
But let's break it, bro. Just like 2 years ago, when we went up there for the conference.
Mm-hmm.
For the number 1 seed, you need to go in there next week and just sock them in the mouth.
That's what it needs to be, bro. I mean, I think they have their own battles they're going through too. I mean, look at DK on that drive. It was his first catch of the game, bro.
He was
fourth
pissed.
Quarter.
He was pissed.
I think they have their issues they're going through right now. They lost Chris Carson for the
Oh yeah,
year. My fantasy running back, but shit. Um,
they look bad, bro. Only 32 rushing yards all game.
yeah, so it's definitely looking ugly in Seattle. So I think this is where we got to, like you said, boost the morale, get a win in Seattle. It's been a while. Um, like you said, it could prove to Shanahan and the rest of the guys they can win without Deebo if necessary. I mean, obviously not something you want to have to do, but if necessary, they can get it done.
They just got to put the nail in the coffin, bro. That's
Looking
it.
at looking at the schedule going forward, Seahawks should be a win. Bengals and Cincy is going to be a nail biter.
That's gonna be a bloodbath.
Yeah, it's going to be a nail biter. And then we got the Falcons at home should be a win. Then we're in Tennessee on a Thursday night.
You know what?
Should be a win.
I think you can win that game too.
Yeah. Then we got the Texans at home. Should
That
be
should
a
be a
win.
win.
And then we finish at SoFi against the Rams. It should be a win.
You know what? The Niners can. I'm only scared about that
The
Cincy game.
Yep.
That Cincy game, but I can't be confident about the Seahawks game because, like I said, they always got our number. Look, they beat us at home this season when we should have been winning 28-0.
Right.
At the half.
Mm-hmm.
We should have been winning 20. So you can't make that mistake again this game.
Right.
Run the football, which we weren't doing. We were trying to win with Jamie throwing the ball. That's not going to happen.
Trey Lance came in, turned things around. But
Exactly. We can't, that's something that Shanahan, and on those first couple of drives against the Vikings, I'm like, bro, why are you making Jimmy throw? You know he can't throw the ball. You know he regressed. He can't win us the game like that.
Right.
You need to fucking get us. When you make him throw on 39, 38, he's not gonna get you the 8 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Get him short, and if you get him with anything under 5 yards, he'll deliver.
Right.
He always does. He delivers always. Anything third and long, you might as well punt the ball already. So now we got to run the ball, and I think we can win. I think we can win now.
Yeah. Bengals may be tough, but yeah, realistically, we have the opportunity to win out.
How would you feel with a 12-6? No, 12-5.
Solid, bro.
How would you feel after hitting rock bottom against the Cards, being 2-4?
Man, we would be pretty solid seed, bro. Right now, if things stay the same for the end of the year, right? We're going into Tampa Bay.
As of right now?
Yes, as of right now, we're going.
I think that's the only NFC team we should be scared of.
But on Thanksgiving, I seen Bonte. He said the same thing. He's like, I think right now in the NFL, the only team the Niners should fear is the Bucks.
I think so too.
I don't even think we should fear them, bro.
Really?
They've had some iffy losses.
They
lost to the Saints, who got obliterated on Thursday night. Who else did they lose to?
They almost lost to the Colts.
Almost lost to the Colts. Let me bring up their losses real quick. They lost to Washington, bro.
Oh, that's right.
Is beatable. And they lost to who was it? They lost to the Rams, who we own. So.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So
in LA.
Yep. By 10 points, bro. So realistically, I don't think we should fear anyone.
Man, I can see the Niners winning out, bro.
It's got to be
even with Deebo and Warner missing 2 games. I think they have the good enough team to you know what? Players need to step up. Fred Warner's out. If Greenlaw doesn't play, it's most likely going to be Flanagan Foles or whatever his name is, right?
Yeah.
Flanagan Foles.
Yeah.
Hufanga, bro, came in and replaced Tart.
Yep.
And I think Tart's done. I don't think he's gone back.
I think Hufanga and Ward is a solid duo right now. Solid duo, bro.
Solid, bro.
Jimmy Ward hasn't missed a tackle this season, bro.
That's good.
Solid.
That's good. And Hufanga brings the pressure on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Palomalu-esque.
Yep.
Remember when Palomalu, all you would see was his fro, bro. All you saw was a fro.
Yeah, just darting towards you.
I like what I see, man, and I think the Niners can win out. I think the Cincy game. Oh my god, I'm just watching the repeat of that fucking fumble that Baker did.
Oh, bro, I think the Zach Wilson one was worse, bro.
Oh my god. What was I saying? I think that Cincy game. I mean, 2 years ago we went into Cincy. Did they have Joe Burrow already? No, right? In 2019?
No.
No, they didn't have. They didn't have him.
That was the year he got drafted, I think, no? Or was it 2020?
I think so. Wow, they didn't have. They didn't have.
Yeah,
They didn't have.
because LSU won it in 2019.
Yeah, they didn't have Burrow nor Chase.
Nope. Jamar Chase is balling right now.
And if they put Jamar Chase on Norman's side, oh my god, bro.
What do you think of that going forward? Do you think? I mean, of course, we think Lenore needs a shot.
Give him a shot.
Josh Norman is the leader in forced fumbles right now in the league.
I think that's in the league.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing why Shanahan still has him there.
Yeah.
It's like if he gets a 1-on-1 or something, he's gonna punch that ball out. He's got that jackhammer for a hand, bro.
Yeah.
And that works. We gotta recover those fumbles too. I know he punched it out and we didn't recover it, so we gotta recover those. I don't know, man. I thought if they play the Cincinnati Bengals how they play the Vikings, because I thought Justin Jefferson was gonna run all over us, bro. I thought he was gonna go for 100 plus.
You got a better game, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, if you held both of them under 100, which you did, I think you can do that with Jamar Chase, because they're gonna look for that long ball. So just be aware that they're gonna,
Right.
And Joe Burrow, I mean, he's 50-50. He can scramble, but he's also stationary.
Yeah, and if he gets hit, he gets scared.
And if he gets hit, he gets scared. So, man, I think it's a winnable game. That may be the only one. I think we beat the Titans, bro.
Yeah.
I think we beat the Titans. So, like I said, we got to beat Seahawks first, though. I'm not saying that's a secure dub already.
No, not yet.
I can't.
It should be.
It should be,
but not yet.
The way we're playing, I'm like, it should be, but I'm not gonna say yet. They might have hit rock bottom though, so I think they might be just out on it already.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
If we beat them, it'll be their 9th loss of the year.
Yeah, I think losing tonight on primetime to Washington, I'm like, ooh, that's some rock bottom shit.
And they got moved out of primetime next week, so they're the reason why we got moved.
We got to contain Joe Mixon, though. I know it's your boy, but we got to contain Joe Mixon.
Tough right now, bro. He's big stepping right now all over everybody. And it's gonna be good. A good end of the season right now.
I know.
Real quick, before we get to these top 5 games of the week, are you writing Cam Newton off like everyone is?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, he's done. He's washed.
I don't know. Do you blame Cam Newton for that loss yesterday? I saw Stephen A. tearing him apart this morning.
No.
Saying, he's 5 of 21 and everything. But as I was watching First Take this morning, he's saying, he's 5 of 21, or he missed this, he missed that. Like, bro, every single play they were showing, he was getting bull rush, bro. It was like there was no offensive line. Like, it's hard to win when you got no offensive line and you're fighting for your life every single play.
Is that the game where they pulled him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They pulled him. I mean, I think the Panthers organization's just is rock bottom. I mean, McCaffrey's out. He's injury prone.
Mm-hmm.
I think him and
he's
Saquon.
Out for the year. Yeah.
I think him and Saquon are busts.
Yep.
To be honest, I mean, they look like promising players, bro, but they're just busts at this point.
I think McCaffrey could have been one of the greats, bro. But
oh man.
I think honestly, trade him, see what you can get.
Yeah, I think he's a bust, but I honestly, without McCaffrey. And man, I think
they don't have a solid wide receiver 1 either.
No, I think as much as Cam wants to play, I think he's got to just hang him up.
Yeah, I think this may be his last year.
He's got to hang him up.
Or backup.
His ego won't let him be a backup.
Yeah, that's true.
His ego won't let him. Look at he didn't. Out of respect, the Patriots released him. Like, bro, you're gonna be a backup, but we're gonna release you out of respect because we don't want you to be a backup. True. Yeah. So I think it's time to write him off, man.
Yeah, could be.
I don't think the Panthers, Falcons, Saints. I don't think those playoff spots are going to come down to some NFC East teams, Niners, Rams. Who else am I missing? The Vikings.
Yeah, like an Eagles squad too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Eagles, Washington.
If the Cowboys slide down, it could be one of those. Yeah, NFC East.
Shit, maybe even the Giants can get in there. I don't know, but any of those NFC East teams can make a push. But I think those NFC South teams with Cam Newton, Trevor Siemian. Who else
Matt
am I missing?
Ryan, bro.
Matt Ryan. No, I think that's it. I think that's
Yeah.
it for those teams.
Yeah, man.
I have to write off Cam Newton, man. Is it done?
I'm still not selling it. I'm not buying it yet about writing him off, but I mean, we'll see how he finishes the year.
I mean, he beat the Cards.
Yeah, true. But no D Hop, no Kyler. You know,
That's true.
we'll see what he does going forward.
Damn.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Which 5 games you want to do is for the 5 games of the week.
You got the schedule there?
Yeah, I got the schedule right here.
All right, read it to me.
So first up, I mean, I think this could kind of be considered when we got Cowboys Saints.
No? I'm gonna go Cowboys.
All right, I got Cowboys.
If you want to go with that game, yeah, we gotta go. Yeah. We gotta go that game.
We'll go Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Let's say, are we including the Niners or no? Because I mean, it's not gonna. I mean, I guess it's a divisional game.
No, we always include the Niners.
All right, Niners. Of course, we're going Niners.
Of course, Niners.
Over the Seahawks.
Of course.
We got Bucks, Falcons, Cardinals, Bears, Chargers, Bengals.
Ooh. Bounce back game for Herbert.
You think so?
Give me the Chargers, bro. Give me the Chargers. You want to take Cincy? I know you do. Take Cincy, bro.
I have to, bro. They're in Cincy, bro.
Take it.
I got it, dude. Give me Cincy.
All right. Chargers.
Vikings, Lions. We got Giants, Dolphins. No, Eagles, Jets, Colts, Texans. Let's go Washington at the Raiders.
I
got Heineke.
I got Heineke too. I mean, just because I don't want NFC. I'm telling you, bro. Those NFC East teams are gonna creep up and try to get a wild card.
Yeah, we should want the Raiders to win.
We should want the Raiders to win.
But I got the football team.
Signed,
sealed, and delivered.
Okay. You know what? Give me
a Raiders, bro. Come on.
Vegas? Are they in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in Vegas? All right, give me the Raiders, bro. Give me the Raiders.
You fuck, man. I'm trying to get you the incognito.
That would be their 7th win, right?
Yeah.
Give me the Raiders.
We got.
I want Washington to win, though.
So we got, that's already 3 games right there. Or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got one more. Jags, Rams, Ravens, Steelers. You want to go? Oh, right here. Nope. Patriots at Bills Monday night.
Give me Buffalo. Do I need to say less? Give me Buffalo.
All right, bro. We're going Mac Attack. We got Pats.
Damn.
I got the Pats.
It's going to be a good game. Is it at Pats or is it at Buffalo?
At Buffalo.
In the snow.
But the Pats playing the snow, too.
I know.
Started to snow yesterday.
All right, bro. Give me Buffalo.
Jeez. So the only one we got the Niners and we got the Cowboys. The other ones are all disagreeing.
So Niners, Cowboys, we picked, right?
Yep.
And then you picked Cincy, I picked Chargers.
I got Washington, you got Raiders.
Washington, I got Raiders, and I
got Pats, you got Bills.
Woo!
Tough right here. Tough.
Raider Nation, I'm riding with you.
I don't know. I had the Raiders winning 11 games to begin the year, but not seeing it, bro.
This might be their last win, though.
Hey, did you hear? I don't know if you heard about it. So there's one dude, I forget his name, some random dude. So he's a Raiders fan. At the beginning of the season, he wrote down the schedule on a piece of paper and did a coin flip, bro, for every single game. And he said, like, heads is a win, tails is a loss, or something like that, or vice versa. Uh-huh. And so far, he's got every single game right, bro.
No.
He has the Raiders finishing 10-6, and he has every single game right now.
So far, he's hit every single game.
What are the odds, bro? What are the odds, bro?
I wonder what he has next.
Shit, fuck. I'll have to try and find it. I think I saw it either on Twitter or on TikTok, one of those. But
you gotta send me the link to it.
Yeah, I'll try and find it, bro. That shit was hilarious. I'm like, what?
Damn.
Every single game? I think it was a loss to Washington.
Yeah,
I'll have to see. I'll have to try. Man.
Ooh.
Raiders,
damn, man.
Raiders' seat's getting warm right now too. So, are they gonna make a push for a playoff for the wild card? I think they're kind of out of the division, maybe. You know.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're tied with the Broncos.
Yeah.
And the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
And the Chiefs are just 1 game ahead.
Yeah, but their schedule.
I'm just pissed, bro. The Chargers didn't take advantage because Kansas City had a fucking bye week, so they could have tied him up.
Yes, sir.
That's disappointing.
That's what it is.
Bounce back game though for Herbert though.
I hope so. That's my fantasy QB. One of them.
Let's go.
So let's get it. Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up for today's episode. I know it was a longer episode, but I mean we were off for a few weeks, so hopefully we're giving the fans what they want. The listeners, the viewers. We're back, baby. So things are starting to get interesting, bro. We're entering week 13 of the NFL. 13 of 17.
December football, bro.
It's here, bro.
We're playing meaningful football in December.
The goal is to get to February. So
let's do it.
Signing off, bro. That's it. I mean, thanks for tuning in again, guys. It's been a few weeks, like we said, but we'll be back on track. Maybe episode off or so for around the holidays. We're gonna try not to though, but
yeah,
we're back and rolling. Basketball's starting to pick up. We got footballs in full swing right now. There's some soccer stuff that we didn't even get to today.
Yeah, I know.
There's to the MLB, like the free agency is popping off right now in MLB. So
you lost a couple people, man. I saw too. Seager and Scherzer, right?
Yeah, they both got their bag. So
yeah, they got paid out, dude. I seen that.
Bro, the Rangers, bro.
The Rangers, they've been hoarding money or something, bro. Because
$500 million on 2 players.
That's nuts. That's fucking wild.
So
we'll leave that for another episode.
Yeah, man. But I think that's it. Signing off. Man. Till next week. We'll see who wins this top 5 matchup this week. They'll be on Twitter. They'll be on TikTok this week. So make sure you tune in. All the links to the socials will be in the link in the bio. So as always, man, signing off.
Peace, brother. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the week.
Yes, sir.
Stay warm.
Stay warm. Stay healthy, bro.
Stay healthy, man.
Let's get after it, and let's hope we get a dub this week.
Let's do it. Talk to you soon, brother.
All right. Peace out, bro. Yes, sir.
Peace.